Barman, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I guess waiting 30 seconds is a good idea. Yeah, things are going okay. Yesterday was, in my personal interpretation, a bit of a failure, but it was alright. Yeah, things are going good. Looking forward to diving back into Factorio and having a decent ramble for the next 4 hours. Decided to try to start a little bit early today. Just kind of felt like getting into the game and having things go. Which is weird because now I'm sitting here. But at the same time, I'm talking with you. So it's all a good deal. I don't know. Probably better than my brain is saying. Because what my brain is expecting is guaranteed contacts, guaranteed conversations, solid yeses or nos, and everything working out perfectly, even though I know that's not reality. So, I mean, it probably went as good as expected. Caught a few streamers, watched, listened, said hellos, dropped a few follows. I appreciate the offer, but I need to stay away from caffeine. Not because I don't like it or because I have bad reactions, but because I don't drink it very often. So when I do drink it, I am hypersensitive to the responses and have a very hard crash once it finally wears off. But I do appreciate the offer. Oh, Spawn. I think I'm too small for that, my man. Oh God, don't scare me with that. I don't even know what I would do with that as an option. That just feels a little terrifying right now. Anyway, not to be a sourpuss. Here we go. Oh, back into the grind that is this game, and I appreciate it. I haven't accepted the full sign-on just yet. There's part of my soul that is terrified of the actual acceptance process and what it's going to mean. I'll probably take it on eventually. It's just, as of right now, my brain is trying to process. And to be honest, it feels... it feels weird having that capability built in, or available to me, I should say, because I guess I don't feel like I've earned it. But I do appreciate everybody who's come and stuck around and said, hey, you're worth watching. Good morning, Foundation. How you doing today? Alright, what notes did I leave for myself? Alright, target number 1, robotics and logistics. I appreciate that, Birdman. Although, I'll be honest, there's part of my brain that's like, I'll need to hear that for like 1,000 more times before it finally sinks in. Oh, what was the surprise, Foundation? Ammo production is a secondary, increased circuit production, flamethrower defenses. Yeah, I gotta get the robots done ASAP. Just so I can stop hand building all this. love to get that. Faster drones would be nice. ×2. Okay, that's all right, Birdman. I appreciate you being here either way. Enjoy the lurk. I will try to actually speak so you can hear more than the groovy sound, but the music is pretty good for this, so I won't feel bad for being silent. I understand. Enjoy. Oh, so that's what that means. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, I can definitely say that it is well-earned foundation. Logistics, robots. Let's go do that. Yes, because if I get that done, I can take care of everything else. Do I have factories on me? A few. Could use a bit more. Not a problem, my man. Where are my factories? There are my factories. I'll take 50 of those. Some lights, radars, I'm good. Klaxons, I'm good. Hey, it's all good if I'm still around. The offer will definitely be on the table. Okay, I got deciders. Probably won't use them. We shall see, because right now my plan is to try and turn this into a career, and you can't really be tired of a career. Okay, I don't need to worry about that. I would love to worry about this, though. How far does this take me? Yep. Are you saying that because the minor upgrade I got, or something else? Alright, grenades. Okay. Drones. What do I need to make drones? I need at least 2 drones being made. Yeah, I think last stream we got some new followers to the channel. There. Okay. So I need advanced circuits and flying robot frames. And this one I want to say is the same thing. Oh, green circuits and flying robot frames. Okay. Then I just set up chest construction and these. These are going to take forever. I mean, that's just... yeah, that's doable. Yeah, either Friday or Saturday. I don't remember exactly which one. And for some reason, my Streamlabs on OBS is out of date. Is there a refresh button on this thing? Probably not. Oh, there is. And still out of date, so I'm not going to bother with that one. Anyway. Okay, instruction bots. So I need a red and green belt to come in, and then I need... what are we going to do? Output there. Input there. No, that's got to go there. I need chests here. Probably limit it to 150 at the start. Yeah, 99% sure that she is a she. And she is also a streamer as well. I caught, I think, like an hour or so of her stream yesterday as I was trying to find people to jibber jabber with. Just realized I don't need to do that. I can just do that. Granted, that might eat into my red production a little bit, but it'll be a short-term problem. Alright, this is gonna be a problem. Or not. She is. I have no idea for how long she's been going, but she is a streamer. Okay. Robot frames. And this is where I find out I fucked up. 2 electronic circuits, 1 engine unit, 15 lubricant. What is that symbol? Okay. Steel plate batteries, electronic circuits, and electronic engine units. So I definitely foobarred a little bit and put all this way too early. Way too early. Which is going to flood my inventory with red circuits, but that's okay. They stack pretty freaking high. I already have a stack. Alright, let's consume some of the resources just to get them out of the way. Oh, yeah? Go and get your swole on, my man. Oh, okay. I need to focus. I keep letting myself get distracted. Okay. Blind frames need engine units and batteries. Engine units, or electronic engine units, need green circuits, engine units, and lubricant, which I can make here. Batteries require sulfuric acid, copper, and iron plate. So I need to make sulfuric acid, which is chemical science, or chemical laboratories, facilities. Yeah, that's step number 1. Let's, why do I have all of these steam engines on me? Because I was plussing up my power. Are you just testing stuff out there, Foundation? Okay. Do I have enough coal? Okay, fair enough. If nothing else, you know for certain that it works. Okay, do I need to plus up my power? Not for a while. Am I going to forget this is here? Yes. Okay. Okay, I have oil drop-off and limited oil processing. I'm not worried about it, just more of a surprise in the moment. But either way, it's all good. Okay, I think I need to switch this over to heavy processing or advanced processing. But before I do that, I should... What should I do? Alright. As long as it's relatively safe, lay on me, Foundation. What's up? Okay. Chemical plants. Get chemical plants. We can set up cracking. And all the rest of that. Because, oh boy, my brain's melting already. Okay. What's the problem? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That needs to go up. 60 will be good. Before I go and do something supremely stupid, which, surprise, surprise, I can't do anything about easily, cut that off and cut that off. Nothing's colliding, but I will need to set up circuitry. There. Hmm? Really? How is it camouflaged? Like, is it just a bad color set, or... I'll have to look into that later, or... Oh, I don't know. Okay. Ah. Okay, that's fair. That could definitely be a an issue. And good to know, though I'm not sure if I can really do anything about it, at least in the near term. But I'll keep it in mind for future adaptations. Okay. That's probably the case overall. Because, I mean, to be fair, it is reds, blacks, and silver. And when you gray tone red, black, and silver, it does look very similar to a full saturation picture. So I could see that being an issue. Okay. This is... I don't care. I can... Yeah. I can sacrifice a little bit of petroleum gas. Okay, so I have water, I have oil, I have petroleum gas. I do not know. Networking in general is not really my strong suit, so if I were to try and say if it were successful or not, I cannot answer concretely. Because I did find a few people that I watched, and there's one that I kind of have as a quasi-highlight that I would like to rate, assuming they're still active when I finish streaming it today. But, I mean, like, well, so today they're playing RimWorld. Yesterday they were playing Project Zomboid. And they definitely have the gift of the gab, shall we say, to where they could just talk. And it wasn't a overly forced thing, but it was, to me, a very impressive, like, holy crap. They can actually talk for 10, 15 minutes. Like, for an hour straight. With no pause, no hiccups, no nothing. Just smooth, steady conversation, integrating every stimulus input that was available, and it was impressive to see. So, while there was no, like, actual relationship established, I'll probably drop them a raid just because... How else do you start a relationship aside from taking a dive, right? Okay. First things first. Lubricant, which is easy to do. No, that's the wrong one. Because it is just heavy oil, and realistically, if I ever need more than this, there's a problem. I might as well double it. Okay. And that tank isn't linked. Well, I mean, I did stalk them for a little bit yesterday. Just sat, watched their stream, talked with them a little bit. So, granted, I didn't announce I was a streamer, didn't announce what I was trying to do or anything like that. It was just, I'm here to watch people and try and find somebody that I enjoy, that I think you folks would enjoy if I would switch you over to a raid. And if nothing else, it was a... I want to say it was a reasonable day off, even though it wasn't a day off. Though part of me did miss streaming a little bit. Okay, so I'm not worried about this because the issue right now is petroleum is not being consumed at a high enough rate, but that's fine. 1,600 lubricant is more than enough. I do need to set up engines to control this, though. I have them on hand, do I not? I do. That was the wrong button. That's the button. Concrete answer? I do not know. I mean, it might turn into my Saturday stream, to be fair, because right now Saturday is a duplicate of Project Zomboid because I turned off Sengeku Dynasty because my brain got bored with it, unfortunately. So I could definitely switch out Project Zomboid for Helldivers on Saturday, or turn Saturday into a rotation day where it's a game from the week, a game that hasn't been played before, or a new game based upon your guys' requests. Because I still have that list in the Discord of possible games to play in the future. Lubricant is greater than... Oh, these tanks hold 10,000, I think, so I'll put this at 2,500 to start. Yeah, Saturday definitely could become a random day. Though, how I end up running that, I'm not sure, because there's a few options in the top of my... like, bleh. Tongue, work, please. So on the top of my head, the options of how that works is like I start a stream, wait a few minutes to get a few people in there and ask them, you know, what they want to play for that day, assuming that I have it available, or it's a poll in the Discord if I figure out how to do that, or a yeah, I'm gonna stay with those two options because my brain is just short-circuiting. Well, I mean, right now, I definitely have a solid rotation for in the middle of the, or for the week, where it's Factorio, Project Zomboid, RimWorld, XCOM. Factorio, RimWorld, Zomboid, XCOM. I feel like I'm missing one. Because Monday. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll have to figure out how to set up a poll on the channel splash page. But that's definitely an option that I should make note of. Ah! Going back here, window. Yeah, if you got somebody who's more knowledgeable, I will definitely accept learning. Okay, actually... have that set up for when I need it. Yeah, I could Google it too. I'm not overly panicked about it right now because, well, to be fair, I'm here today trying to do this now, and I can do research and stuff off the clock. Well, quote unquote, off the clock. Okay. Sulfuric acid. Let's get sulfuric acid. That requires sulfur, iron, and water, which I have in abundance. Okay, I have most of that in abundance. Need to get the plates up here and a network for the water. Is it 1-to-1 for sulfuric acid? 5-to-1. Okay. I mean, that's still not a full belt necessary. And I just need to shunt off a belt. And I can put it right here. Yep. Cool. What the heck is this? What the? Okay. Where'd you get those from? Alright, drag that all the way up here. Alright, entry point for the water. And since this is a single in fluid input, yes. I can do... I want that lower. Because what I want to do is put those there. Then I can have inserters. Pull down the iron and sulfur. Oh, nice. Part of me wants to ask which channel because I'm kind of jealous that you have those emotes, but at the same time, it's okay if you don't tell me because jealousy is unbecoming, I feel like. And that worked out. Well, no, it didn't, because now I need to get water in here somehow. Binopi Spin Diver. Okay. I did not know that that was their actual name. I thought that was just the name of the specific emote, but it makes sense that they would have their name in there. Cool. Okay. Sulfuric acid. How do I get the water in here? Output priority is left. Why is that name familiar? It feels very familiar. I gotta check something real quick. Assuming Discord doesn't fight me too hard. Oh, no. Because they both start with a V. That's why. Okay. We are good. I'm not crazy, I swear. And yoink. All I gotta do is follow to get the emote. I will follow to get that emote. That is an awesome emote. Okay. Water. How do I fix water? I mean, realistically, the easiest solution is gonna be this and that. And yes, that is excessive, but it lets me move through the spaces, which is kind of what I need right now. And... okay, how fast does this produce sulfuric acid? Produces 50 acid every second. Which I feel like is a hell of a lot more than I will ever need. I'll just ship this over here and build up a pipe network that way. Oh, wait, so you have to be subbed to the channel you're trying to use the emotes on, correct? Which, if that's the case, that would explain the oddities I was experiencing yesterday. Ah, okay. That's, well, okay, so that makes sense because this channel doesn't have any active subscriptions, so that's disappointing, but not overly surprising. Okay, sulfuric acid is solved, so I can now make batteries, which will let me make the flying frames. But before I do that, I need to get both of these fluids down to the bus. Okay. Okay. Yes, my ADHD is getting the best of me right now because I'm going to do something that probably doesn't need to get done for a while. But this mineral patch is also kind of in the way. Alright, have a good workout, Foundation. Enjoy. Get a good swole on. Don't hurt yourself. Sound like a mother hen just then. What the hell? Okay. So how do I want to do this? It's all good. Oh, okay. Yes, I will do that. That sounds like a much better solution. Yeah, so green circuit all of those. I need to get power over here. Guess this is excessive. I am okay with that. Because now... Now, is that necessary? No. Is that viable? Also no. A lot of people would probably ask, why am I doing this? And it's simply because I want to get rid of as much of the uranium as possible from this location, simply because I know I'll need it in the future. And I did not plan to have the sulfuric acid come down this specific pipeway, but I am very glad that it did, because it does allow me to set this up right here and now and not have to worry about uranium for a very, very long while. Is it a little bit early? Yes. Will it work? Yes. Will it work perfectly? I have no idea. And that actually worked how I hoped it would. Marvelous. So I don't need to fuel up every single pipe. I can just do that. And so long as I feed it all the way down, everything will get set up. So pipe there, there, there. Alright, uranium mining is about ready to go. It's the wrong spot, but you know what? It'll work. And I apologize for anybody who has OCD. Your mind is going to break with me. Okay, just because I can't take the noise. Where am I going to store all of this? Realistically, I should go just up here and put them in a mountain of chests. So I will do that. Dookie. Got that. And power. Now I just need to get a little bit of sulfuric acid. Nope, don't need that. Okay. I have a mount. What am I doing? Aside from hurting yourself? Who knows? And why do I say I'm hurting myself? Because my brain. That just kind of hurt my brain a little bit. Because I know I don't need a solid line. I need to be able to stockpile everything. Okay, fingers, you need to chill. Okay, and power, and power. Yeah, okay. That, that, and that, and that. How you doing, Mossy? Welcome to the stream. How's life treating you today? Alright, output priority right, output priority right, output priority left. And yeah, I think all that should be good. Oh, not a problem. I enjoyed my time there. I'm sorry it was so short, but it was fun. It was nice to see how other people work. As creepy as that may sound. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So, how do I want to set this up? Because my intent is to go like this to an engine here. Not a pump, I'm sorry. That's fair. I mean, to be fair, I think XCOM was carrying the weight of chaos. It was it was definitely being itself on that stream. On your stream, sorry. There we go. Okay. That and power. To green circuit enable, disable if sulfuric acid is greater than... Yeah, that game is... It is particularly brutal. Especially when it chooses to be particularly brutal. Like giving you... what was that character? I know it's a king of some... Is it like the king of mutons? And it's... the way you were talking was like it was your first or second interaction with a royalty in that game. And that's just... That's too early in the game to have to fight that character. All the armor, all the health. Say below 50,000. Oof. Yeah, that's not nice. Actually, this has to go further. Okay. Viper King is no small victory, so that's good. Okay. Alright, I am now in the bus. I need to lay down everything else, so... But... let's just start feeding this line. Here we go. Yeah. So... This might be future selling a little too much of my current plans, even though realistically I'm too small to have any major plans. But regardless as to if we have a victory or a loss with XCOM, my plan is to switch over to XCOM 2 within like a week of the stream. So that way, either it's a victory and we move on naturally, or we follow the lore and lose, but still get a second chance at doing it again. And I think I'm also confusing XCOM 2 with XCOM because I can't remember properly if there are psionics in XCOM 1 versus XCOM 2. I'm gonna have to go get more belts. But I don't think I need to worry about if there's psionics or not, because that mid-mission's gonna... Like, the household only has one computer, or something else? Ah, gotcha. Okay. I always forget how much effort it takes to set up a main bus. Now, once I get my current project taken care of, it won't be an issue, but until then... Yeah, okay, let's go get rid of the coal and stone. There's all the coal dropped off. Let's... And all the stone. And I've got more than enough belts to roll with. Alright. It's all good. And my brain had a hiccup when you said library share. I didn't think, oh, stream library. I thought you meant book library. I don't know why. Okay. Iron, copper, additions. I want to put sulfur and lubricant down here. Is that strictly necessary? Probably not, because I don't know what lubricant it gets used for. Blue belts, green belts, foundries, and engines. Okay. And to get electric engines, I need regular... Well, no, I have regular engines. Okay, so I don't really need this to be down in a bus setup. Probably going to keep it that way, but... I'll just let this be, and that's just going to mine away. Okay. Electric engines, because I think that is the next primary ooh, I could do uranium processing. Oh, I could get this going. Oh, I want to. I so want to. Just because it is going to be a freaking grind and a half in terms of time. And if I can have that going in the background, it will be so worth the effort. Yeah, I think I'm going to let myself get distracted just for a little bit. And I need 4. Okay, so if you're going to build those, put power, why not here? So steel, red circuits, concrete, and gears. Oh, the spaghetti's gonna hurt. Okay, so how do I want to pipe this? I do the concrete right there. This has to go to that. And then, I mean, I don't, well, yeah, I will because, all right. Do that. And I will now have to find another way up to here, which is fine. Because I can just do that. That will satisfy... Okay, so steel gears gets shunted off, and red circuits. I need red circuits. Just there, and there, and there. Sweet. And I'm just going to restrict that to 2 stacks because, dear Lord, is that going to be expensive for materials right off the bat. And this is where I start running into problems of throughput because my steel is a little low. Is that not concrete? That is not concrete. That is brick. And I do not have concrete on the belt. Fuck. Okay. Does concrete have a use... Or, sorry, does brick have a use beyond concrete? Yes. Electronic furnaces. And concrete. And steel furnaces, which would be better. And oil refining. Okay, so they do have some uses. So I need a belt for concrete specifically. That sucks. Okay. And I do not know how I'm going to fish that down here. Because I do have a line making concrete specifically. That's not the problem. And why those suddenly decide to kick on, I don't know. Okay. So, if I'm right... Oh, it's just short. Are you kidding me? Okay, blue belts will be able to handle that fine, but I'm not worried. I mean, I probably should be. I've had worse. Oh, God. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, so that can go there. Now I just need to... Ah, no! Okay, I have too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I have way too many belts trying to play Kung Fu with themselves, because, dear God, trying to get it to fit in here is not impossible. Just... Well, actually, yeah, it's kind of impossible. Okay, not impossible, difficult. Have I gone too far? Yes, I've gone too far. That's okay. Ah! Granted, this means that this line, this section, this tangent, whatever you want to call it, can't be used for logistic spots, but that's okay. I have other segments that can do the same thing. Now, there's something I want to do here, because I have a feeling concrete does have a use beyond just reactors. Yes, it does. Refined concrete, nuclear reactors. I'm building those right now. And space-based technology. Okay, so yes, I do need to get this on the bus. So it's a good thing that I'm trying to do that right now. And that's the wrong spot. Motherfucker. Okay, is this the right spot? Yes, this is the right spot. Which is fine. It's a mess. It's a bunch of spaghetti, but it will do the trick. And I just want to get it beyond... Yeah, beyond there will work. So where can I cut you out? Oh, that's all... Actually, I can cut you right there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. Yes? 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. And concrete is on the bus. Okay. So, these beasties should be in production in a second. There we go. And how's my power doing? Happy as a clam. Excellent. I want to check out how my... Yep, that's what I figured. I don't have enough. Okay, so how do I fix this? I mean, does it need to be fixed? Right now? Probably not. In the future, yes. But I've kind of worked myself into a pickle with my power brick being up there, so I think I'm stuck with things as they are. Which is not the worst, could be a whole lot worse. Especially as I keep chewing through this resource. But it'll only really become a problem once I'm finished with the bots. Speaking of which, I need to get back to it. And putting lights in the factory so it's easier to see. Skip and plant and skip and plant. Yep. Skip and plant. Okay. So we are full of lubricant. How are we doing on light oil? We are full of light oil and out of petroleum. And here lays the problem. Not the problem. The expected bottleneck. Because now I need to get light oil out of there and being processed into petroleum, which needs water, which means that design is not going to work. Okay, just to get it away from everything. That's not going to work either. That needs to be that. Where's my water coming from? From the top. That's a lot of demand. I can make more pumps though, so I'm not overly worried. Probably should be. But at the current juncture, I am not. Okay. And here we go. This is the frustrating part. The frustrating or annoying or just don't want to deal with it part. Okay. Why did I do that? Because I just got an idea. I could do this. Delete all that. Put that there because that. Horizontal flip will work. And nope. Here we go. So that becomes the water. That still works. There we go. Okay. Reason for that is I can just do that and have all the petroleum gas that gets developed pushed through into the network, and we are golden. There are a few things I need to do now that I remember, because you don't want to have all of your light oil permanently pumped into. I hope that works. That to that to that, and I have to use a combiner, or two combiners, I think. Why? Because I want to have one saying if, okay, which matters more, having light oil or having petroleum? Because I can't. Going to apologize. I'm just going into a ramble tangent. All right, light oil. What is it used for? Rocket fuel. That will be the heavy user in the future. So yes, I want 2 combiners to answer this this problem of mine. So output. Yeah, no, one. I think one will work. Okay, so if I say petroleum is less than X and light oil is greater than... Actually, do I care about petroleum being higher? Not really. Okay, so light oil is greater than... we'll just say 50,000 for the start. Send signal 1. Oh, yeah, just send a green signal. And this one, enable, disable, if green, yeah, is greater than 0. And this needs to be piped there. Okay. So just to make sure, the signal that's coming through here is 100K. Yes, that is how I want that to work. Now, I just get to set up however many of these as I can or want. Seven, 8, 9. That should be 10 total. Is it overkill? Probably. Nope, not sulfuric acid. I want this one. That was a... I was about to say that was a quick route to the gym, but I feel like it's more of a... my brain is... just feels like it's failing. There we go. That. There we go. Okay. And 10 chemical plants producing petroleum. Hey, well, yeah, I want to say you can't go wrong with McDonald's, but I'm just not the biggest fan of McDonald's. So, yeah, I saw. I'm not... I probably should be worried, but I'm not overly concerned. And is it worth... No. Okay, we'll just do this. Well, are we going back to Warhammer with Burn the Heretic and the Unclean? Alright, so that should be... How much is that? 20 so 10 petroleum a second, so I'm getting 100 petroleum produced per second out of the chemical plants, which is consuming, I want to say, 1,000 light oil. Nope, 300 light oil. It's all good, Foundation. I appreciate the, I appreciate it. I just need to stop trying to make it link to something. I just need to say thank you and actually genuinely be thankful. Because, dear Lord, trying to compare it is breaking me in half. Oh boy, that's a lot of... Okay. 2 million ore. These stack at 50. How much... Oh, that's a lot of steel. I don't have... I think... I don't know. It's... So, in my experience, because yes, I did kind of fall for this when, in the early days of my streaming, I did follow through with a message like that, and I pinged somebody on Discord, and they pointed me to another person, and like after the first conversation, it just felt shady as shit. And I mean, it could be to hack Discord access to servers, personal information. There's so much that theoretically could pull off of Discord that I can understand how, in terms of like a hacker or a phishing attempt, it's a viable function, but it's definitely a function that needs something like a bot, because it takes hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of lines being cast to catch even one fish. And in cases, hopefully, like me, even if you do catch the fish, it goes nowhere, so your hundreds of thousands gets pushed towards tens of millions of attempts just to try and find something. Because kind of like with pay-to-win games, cell phone games, insurance scams, and other things like that, there's always going to be at least one person who falls heavily prey to it, and that person will get pumped for thousands to millions of dollars without hesitation. If that helps. Or if I'm just talking up a storm, because apparently my history is coming back to claim my soul. Okay, aside from lubricant, what is heavy oil used for? Electric light recipe, which I can't build here. Coal liquefaction, which is so far away it's not even funny. Okay, so for flamethrowers. Which I do want to use in my defenses. Yes. Without doubt, fear, or hesitation, always make sure you know where that link is trying to point you. And if you see something like tiny or some other hyper-abbreviated link, never follow it. Ever. Because that's where it's easier to install malicious code or things like that. Okay, so before I get too distracted, because I know it's coming. The distraction is there all the time. Okay, if I want to do heavy oil cracking, I'm kind of surprised that that kind of stuff isn't just like taught as normal. especially like in today's day and age, I would assume that internet safety is just like a standard education that everyone gets no matter what. Oh, line further. Nope. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have a problem. I mean, yeah. Okay. Horizontally flip that. Okay. Fair enough. Ah! Eh. I need more pipes. I'm getting belt spaghetti, pipe spaghetti, power spaghetti. This is just getting messier and messier. Which I... part of the fun. Okay, I want to say the pipes should be around here somewhere. Yes. 500 feels a bit extreme. I'll take 300. I have plenty of straight pipes to make that work, so that's good to go. Man, that uranium... is that not what's eating all my red circuits? Oh, that's what's eating my red circuits, okay. And it's not even... okay. We'll just lock that to 50. I don't think I'll need more than that. Oh, no. My storage is almost full. That's not great. And power there, and power there. Okay, that gets more uranium off the line. I need to finish doing all my adjustments here. So heavy oil comes to there. Why is this here? Because of that. There. Okay, that prevents the hiccup. That is... that. Yes. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 it is. Not gonna fight myself that hard. Okay, and there, and there, and there. Actually, just because I don't want to fight with it anymore. Oh, and I need to put a motor there for the same reason. Okay. Not a motor, pump. Put that there, and green circuit to there. Enable, disable if heavy oil is less than 50k. Greater than 50k. Okay. I don't know how much turret 50k will supply, but I think that'll keep me alive long enough for it to be effective. So now I have heavy oil being cycled into light oil being cycled into petroleum at, I hope, rates that won't break anything. And so long as I'm not doing excessive petroleum consumption, nothing should effectively fail. But I've also put in place safeguards to say, hey, after a certain point, either oil production has to increase or my consumption has to be varied enough not to break. God, I hope so. And if I ever get to the point of doing an actual mega base on this save, my brain is going to completely fail. Okay, rocket fuel. I don't think I have access to this just yet. And I'll need solid fuel to make that happen, but I can do that through other means. Can petroleum be? No, so it's light, heavy, light or heavy are the few. Okay. I don't want to redesign my entire infrastructure, my defensive infrastructure just yet. As much as the idea is tempting, I feel like I'll lose too much time. Because I'm still working on this one. Good God. How bad's the pollution cloud getting? Oh. I get to figure out if my defenses can hold now. Because that one's in range. That one's about to be in range. That's going to give me some super biters that I really don't want to deal with. But I have armor-piercing ammo up there, so this is as defended as I can make it, quote-unquote. Because I feel like that's a lie. Anyway, alright. Back down here. So I need to get robots and logistics. So to get the robots... And all these are going to stay there until this ore patch is mined, because I'm using the miners as a belt. Or a pipe, sorry, not a belt. And I think I can even slip my uranium refining, or at least like stage 1 uranium refining. Oh yeah? What'd you get, Foundation? What kind of food delicacy are we getting today? Never mind, you said you're going to McDonald's. Oh. I swear I'm sane. Like, to an extent, I swear I am sane. Okay. Focus. We need flying drones. Okay, you need logistic drones and you need logistic ports built. Do you want to build backwards, like have the development here and push all the manufacturing that way? We can. Because if I remember correctly, electronic engines have further uses. Yeah. McCrispy. Is that a chicken? All right, so foundation gets a McCrispy. And did you get food, Mossy, or is it a different context that you're talking about for your shop? Okay, yes, it would be worth putting electric motors onto the belt. So the question becomes, where do I put those motors? Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Focus, just focus. What do you want to do first? Electric motors. That's what I want to do first. So, I know I just looked at this recipe. This is my... Bleh. This is me fighting myself trying to get this to work right. Okay. What kind of sandwich did you get out of curiosity? And I asked that because I'm starting to get hungry. Okay, electronic circuits, engine parts, and lubricant. I can do that very easily. Is that a 1-to-1 ratio? Close enough. And this is going to go up right there. Okay, underground goes there, steel goes there. Wait, they ran out of bacon? What sacrilege is this? Actually, I didn't need to worry about that. Okay. Engine parts. That is good to go. And I need lubricant. But a ham and Swiss is a good option. Ah, okay. Oh. So it's not just a BLT. It is a fresh, hot bacon BLT. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, okay. Sorry, that... Ooh. Yeah. That sounds really good. And the T stands for tomato atrum. Your brain really needs a break. What the fuck? And I agree, Foundation. An hour for McDonald's. I mean, actually, no, I don't think there's ever be a point in time where I would be okay waiting an hour to get a McDonald's meal. That sounds like something has broken entirely within the store, and I would not want to put my life in their hands. Harmless, she says. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. In the US, yeah. That's definitely for sure. Or at the very least, there's always going to be another food shop nearby that can satisfy your needs. Okay, focus. put that there. That there. Okay. So this is all for electric motors. Yes, okay. And blue in, blue out, red out, red out, red in, red in. Yeah, okay. That's 4 McDonald's 20 minutes away from each other. I mean, that's not bad. To be fair, I don't know all the McDonald's around me. So when it comes to figuring out like where they are in relation. Oh no, that's fine. It is all good. I mean, shoot. If I'm remembering correct, so the only McDonald's that I know of, like actually know of, is about a 20-30 minute drive away. Well, look at it this way, Mossy. You never have to be bored. You will always have entertainment with your food. One way or the other. No. Okay. This is fine. It is outside of where I expect to build, so it is okay to run a quasi-bus specifically for lubricant down this way. I do, because I am here and my brain is having a fit. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. What? Like, come up for a fight or just randomly approach you? Because that's freaking terrifying. I wholeheartedly agree with your assessment. That is... That's ridiculous. I'm sorry you have to go through that, Mossy. One of the unfortunate but fortunate perks of, I guess, being a guy is I don't have to worry about that too much. To be fair, it'll make this impassable, but I'm not overly worried. Because doing the in, out, in and out, in and out is just... Ugh, I don't want to deal with that. That's never fun. I'm amazed that there are people that actually behave like that. It breaks part of my brain to understand that that's a reality. Well, okay. Stereotypically, 9 times out of 10, if a person is going to be accosted, if you are a 6'2", 300-pound male, you're probably not going to get messed with compared to. I don't know your size as Mossy. I don't. But even then, men are. Eh, avoided most of the time, at least when it comes to conflict, unless you are, again, another man and you just want to go hands with somebody who's being stupid. But I can also just shut up if I'm saying things I don't properly understand. Oh, God, a 10-second crafting time. This is true. But you also carry the risk of if the accoster is either another good-looking female or a female with insecurities, they will target good-looking females specifically to protect their boyfriends. That's fair, but outside your friend group, how many people walk up to you with the intent of violence or arguing? Yeah, that's just not a healthy anything, really, much less friendship. Okay, so why am I doing the math for a red belt? I don't need a red belt because I want to, but to do a full red belt at 30 items per second, I would need, what, like 240 of these things? That is just too much. I mean, harass. It's kind of both. Because, yes, street fighting. Oh dear. Do I dare ask for further details, Mossy? Or is it something better left unsaid because. I don't know. The ick, I guess. Because I'm going to stop talking and get back to putting my factory together. Alright, so 2, 4, 8. 4, 8, 12, 24. No. 12, 16, 20, 24. So that's 1 per second. 28, 32, 36, 40, and that's as high as I can grow. That's going to be what, like 1 point something per second? Probably close to like 1.9, I think, or 1.8. What's this? Oh, I need power pulse. Let's go get some power pulse. And where did I leave my power pole production? Not there. Not there. Wouldn't be over here, would it? Nope, that's pipes, oils, engines, train stuff, more train stuff, rail line specifically. That's my concrete production. Where did I put my power pole production? Yeah, there's definitely a solid filter. Though, I'm not going to carry on that train of thought because it's unnecessary. I'll just leave it as full agreement that there is a difference between being no filter versus... Okay, where the fuck are my power poles? This is driving me nuts. I know I have them in production. I need the icons. Huh? Worst thing you done was threaten a dragon streamer to sell their flesh. Okay. Huh. So now my curiosity is piqued. I'm going to go try and find out who that is. I apologize for all the blood in the screen. Although, if... Huh. Weird. Anyway. I will trust and believe you. Okay, so this is a question I've had in my head for a while. There's my power poles. Oh my goodness. Okay. How does being a mod actually work? Because I've seen it, I've thought about doing it myself just to try and get comfortable before I started the whole streaming thing. But like, how much of a trust relationship is being a mod there? Or a mod in general? Because it sounds like it has to be a very close relationship. Okay, with this, it will now. There we go. Excellent. Don't need big power poles hanging out in that spot. Okay. Ah! That did not work the way it was supposed to. Love your mod. It's very funny, knows how to have fun with his mod power, but will always come to me if there's a problem. Okay, that's good. That's fair. Yeah. There is part of me that is dreading the day that I have to find a mod, because I am heavily enjoying the small community right now. All solid things. Although, part of me wonders how much of that is, like, impacted by the style of stream. Like, if you're a chill streamer, how much do you accept versus how harsh do you be? Oh, man, I don't even... Okay, so kind of like trying to find that, the supreme professional within the avenue or the environment. It makes sense. Okay. As dumb as this is, I now have electric motors on the bus. And I'm one step closer to getting freaking batteries. That's sulfuric acid, iron, and copper. Yes. That's fair. I probably have to put my limits on, like, and I feel like this is one of those things that doesn't really need to be said, but just because it's where my brain is right now, like overt racism would be a hard line. But, yeah, the whole self-doxing, I can fully agree with that. That's definitely something you want to prevent if you can. Yeah, I could definitely see myself lean on Rabbit or Burman for that. Although the problem is with Rabbit, he works while I stream, so if they're he or she, if they're here right now, they're listening, but they're actively doing their day job. Okay, we are doing... Why do I not have an icon for batteries? Have I not researched batteries? Okay, that's a fair point. I can agree to that, Mossy. That is definitely a fair point. Okay, no, I have the tech for it. So why am I not seeing it as... Because it's a chemical plant product, not a factory product. And I don't have chemical plants. Okay. That explains the issue I'm having. I got you. Chemical plants, chemical plants, chemical plants. I have all the turrets. Okay, maybe not all the turrets, but I have a lot of turrets. Okay, and batteries are going to need, yes, 1-to-1, 20 sulfuric acid. So I can squeeze that in right over here without a care in the world. Okay, put that there. And... Alright, just so I don't break my own rules, because I'm already doing it. There we go. Power down the straight, making batteries. And we'll just have 2 in, 2 out. Alright, what's it? Well, it's from different time zones. But oh boy, that's like, is that really a risk to have things happen when your stream isn't active? How compact can I make this? Okay, how many did I just put in there? 20. Okay, that's not bad. And batteries get pumped out at 4 a second, so... Okay, both are solid points. I can agree to that. Oh, man. All solid points. Although I don't see myself changing when I stream anytime soon. This time slot seems to be the best for me. Even though right now my brain is struggling to keep up with everything. Okay, that'll get that powered without question or issue or hesitation. Alright, have a good one. 2. Okay. Oh, sweet. I could just plug it in right there. And we are good. And that's actually outside of the production line. Huh? What do you mean foundation? Ah, gotcha. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. This works out beautifully, because I can just do that. And do that. And now they're relatively balanced. Okay. Okay. I now have battery production, then I need to set up... not there. Okay, where's my last iron pull-off? There's that at the top. Okay, cool. So I can go to line number 2. Just put it there. Save time. And this can become a copper pole, which I'm going to have to redesign. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. There we go. That'll give me copper. That'll give me batteries. I need to go get underground belts. Okay, but that's batteries. That's red circuits. That's my junk drawer. My pretty freaking full junk drawer. But hey, it's serving its purpose. Okay, what am I here for? Undergrounds. I'm here for underground. Further along. Alright, man. Wait, you ate before you go to the gym? Aren't you worried about throwing up? I'd be worried about throwing up. I should throw a balancer in there, but I'm not going to. Okay. Okay. I don't know how solid that need is going to be, but I'm going to leave it there for now. Okay. Electric motors, batteries, check, check, green circuits, check, steel plates, check. All right. What's their consumption rate? 1, 2, 3, and 1. So I could do 2 mixed belts. Craft time of 20 seconds. And has to get 1 frame. So how aggressively can I squeeze stuff in here? So I'm going to need something like this. Okay, and take out that. These are not going to be belts. You are going to be robot frames. Chunky monkey. That sounds awesome. So that feeds, you feed it in, you feed in. Is this a good idea? Probably not. Because, okay. So I need to put a belt there and a belt there to have export capacity on each of these. And how... Okay, so... That's how tight that can get. Three. Which avatar are you talking about? You talking XCOM or are you talking your VTuber avatar? Oh, nice. Okay. Hopefully I'll provide efficient background, even though my brain is starting to focus on the details too much. Okay, so that will get me roughly 1 frame per second. Now, when the uranium mine is gone, I can expand this to get a whole lot more. What else are frames used for? I don't think anything else. This is very true. Are you doing like the rigging work, or is it just the fine details of the actual model itself for various emotes and positions? Okay, so I'll need to do this again for utility science. Utility science, 1 every, oh my lord. Oof, yeah. So I understand I'm a long way away from actually doing this myself, but when it comes to rigging, is that like the motion capture in films where you have various dots assigned to positions of your face and or body that are also extrapolated onto the model? And if so, how many dots can you have to, I guess, enhance the quality of your expressions? So is the, I guess the question I'm trying to figure out is like, what actually takes the most time? Is it just lining up the dots to, like, cheek to cheek on the model, or is it something a bit more detailed than that? Okay, that is a fair answer. I guess it probably also depends on, well, never mind. I'm just about to repeat the same thing you just typed. Okay, how do I want to redesign this? Because what I could do is have this be my exit point. And if both of these feed out to there, I could see that. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, I mean, even for, okay. So the reason why I'm stopping is my brain's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Sit down, shut up. But yeah, that makes sense. Because, I mean, in terms of 3D, like, just the concept for overall processing power is a lot higher, so you probably have a lot more dots per inch you have to process or account for when it comes to the facial features, positioning, hair, and all that. Well, no, so the problem is, like, it's not really me asking questions, because I do have questions, and I have been asking them, but the parts that I'm self-checking myself against are me making statements and comparisons and assumptions that, at least accurate to myself, I don't have the right to say it, even though that sounds horrible and wrong. Okay, I think I can work with that. There's just part of my brain that's curious because I'm debating going into a PNG setup for myself. This is true. I fully agree. Also very true. Thank God that reaches. Ah, you're not supposed to be there. Nope, you're not supposed to be there either. I'm not going to say no, but I cannot promise how much I'll retain. That goes there. Oh, man. Why does this feel like it takes so much brain power just to throw all of this together? Nope, that's going the wrong way. There we go. Okay, so I need steel. Okay, steel. Actually, I could definitely just, yeah, keep going that way. All right, so nope, I need undergrounds to there. That'll be enough. Steel there, underground to there, splitter there. Down another line, and this is for electric engines, or yeah, electric engines, motors, tomato, tomato, realistically speaking, and batteries. Okay, and that will get me these little devils. Oh my God, it feels like devils. And all of that the past 2 hours and 15 minutes to just get like one stage closer. God. Oh, I love and hate this game sometimes. And I think this is like the first playthrough where I've actually taken the time to put lights around the factory. We strictly don't need lights. Okay, first step is to draw the model out. Each part needs to be separate, i.e. legs are a different picture, hair will be a different picture, so on. So lots of layers and vectors, if vectors are a thing. Only reason I know that is because my roommate does a lot of artwork in the digital scope, so I get some knowledge through osmosis. Transfer that to a Photoshop file, transfer that file to a 2D Live, which is a program used to do rig models. Then each part has a mesh that will move bits of the picture according to where the mesh placement is. You stick that in a warp deformer, which will then give movement range. And then you're basically recording movements. Sorry. I will admit my knowledge is extremely limited. Like, I can speak to some pieces of it, but it's a tenth. Sorry. Okay. And I guess, so I've seen a short of a VTuber who, like, the way that they get their model to do the expressions is like they have to hyper express their facial features. Is that the same, I want to say side effect, but like the same required effect when it comes to 2D Live? Where certain facial features or overall productions of the human physiology have to be extra for the recording, I'm assuming, camera to pick it up and turn it into action. What kind of camera would you need? Because, like, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I could just use, my Galaxy S23, I think, or whatever I happen to have as a cell phone, and use that. Or is it better to have an actual camera specifically sanctioned off for this activity? Like webcam or actual camera recorder kind of thing. Okay. Good to know. Oh man, that's... Is it just that's weird. I wonder why it's the only one. Or is it a case of it's the only one that is as effective? Okay, so it comes down to a question of quality versus anything else. That makes sense. Okay. More junk in my storage that I don't really need. This feels insane. The last 2 hours of my life have been putting together this little chunk of space and this little chunk of space. That just feels ridiculous. But I am one step closer to having robots, so I don't need to worry about doing all this by hand. So focus up, focus up, focus up. So these just need inputs. Another one there, and another one there. It's one of those things where it's like, yes, I'm feeling the time. I'm feeling the drag. Drag's the wrong word, but you know, like the friction of the process. And I'm happy and I'm satisfied with what I'm doing because I am making progress. But then when I look at the clock and zoom out to look at the actual effect I've had in game, it's like, oh my god, the ratio of effort to impact feels outrageously in effort's behalf. But I also know once I get the drones and everything running, it's going to become it's going to shift the other direction, where all I'll have to do is design a blueprint, slap the blueprint on the ground, and then it'll be good to go. Yeah, it's life can be brutal sometimes. Okay, can I cheat? Technically, yes, I can cheat. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do this. Priority output. To feed this. No, at a half-second crafting time, I will not need multiple factories to do this. Okay, so flying frames go in. Put them in a storage box. That's going to go away. And I need red and green circuits to come in. Green circuits, I might as well put the undergrounds here right now so I don't have to deal with it later. Same deal. And again, to anybody watching who has OCD, I apologize for the pain I am putting you through. Because my stuff is not clean, it is not accurate, it is not professional. Okay. Oh, and that is perfect. Oh, that feels good. Okay. And feed in, and now power. Bridge the gap. And I now have drone production on the way. Oh, okay, these stack to 50, so just that is excessive. 50, 100, 200, 200 is good. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. That is target number 1 complete. And I'm going to go steal all the drone parts from down here, because there's a lot of them. And yummy, yummy. All right. Yeah, this is going to take a while to catch up, but I'm not worried about that right now. No, 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 no. Damn it. Construction bots. Okay, I was a little too greedy on that, apparently. Put 50 down on the outside, 50 down on the inside. And the rest I'll just drop down. What was that? 37, so about there. Okay. Flying frames are complete. I need to... I will agree. The ears are very cute in this stream. They were very cute. And okay, I want to save space to have input priority once it becomes... I'm looking for this. Okay, that'll work. That's okay, Foundation. If you need to depart or let your phone charge or whatever you need to do, it's all good. I appreciate you being here in either case. That sounds like a spoiled doggo. I support this decision. That's not going to work. I need a combiner. And yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Oh, come on, man. I'm not being attacked just yet. Okay, fair enough. Here, I thought you just had your phone going in the gym, and you were just chilling. Okay. I'm gonna need 2 combiners. I think. No, I can do this. Right down there and just remove the green link. Okay. So 1 green, 1 red. Read robot statistics. Ah, okay. That... Well, I mean, the important thing is you got to the gym, you did something. This is all a good thing. Okay. Next thing, I need a factory. Right there, I need you to make advanced circuits. Yeah. Yes, you're making those. So I need steel, gears, and advanced circuits. All right. You underground. You underground. Nope. I made a boo-boo. There we go. What kind of idea, Foundation? I'm down. Don't know when or how, but I'm down. Yeah, let's just do that because my brain is fighting me too hard. Yeah, quantities, they definitely need a belt apiece, okay? That's all good, Mossy. Uh... Oh, that's too early. This needs to be here. And yeah, I mean, Helldiver is not a bad idea. It definitely allows for a more chaotic experience to be acceptable. Or manageable, feasible. I'm choosing the wrong word, so I'm going to shut up again. Okay, and put that there. You go as... That is excessive. I'll start with 10. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how it'll work overall, but I'm definitely down to give it a shot. I have no reservations. Okay, how do I want to do this? I feel like there's math I have to do to make this work out properly, because for each RoboPort that I have, they can sustain, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that's... Hey, it's all good. I mean, yeah, 3-person stream. Oh, we can give you mechs because we can call them down and anybody can hop inside them. They even have a tank, which it's kind of hit or miss, but it has some powerful uses. Okay, 50, 100, 200, 350 robots at a maximum per RoboPort. Why not, Foundation? I mean, we could easily have you in the call. It wouldn't be a problem. Unless you just don't want to be on the streams, in which case I might need to take down a video or two. How can I do them? Sorry, y'all. I gotta go do some research real quick on constant combiners. Okay, so to explain away what I'm trying to do before I get lost in the math and trying to figure this out, what I want to be able to do is have a system in place to where one of the constant combiners and probably some other automation tools that I'm not familiar with is able to read the roboport and say, out of how many roboports we have, provide a total of X many construction bots and X many logistical bots, and allow that to extend into perpetuity. Oh, okay. I mean, to be fair, I might have not gotten the Discord mic to turn on properly, so that might have been why you never heard your own voice. Which is, if we do this, Mossy, is something I have to figure out how to get that to work properly. Okay. Because I can't read how many available bots are available. I probably could. Well, that's a problem for later. But for now, I think I will put 100 and ish in there. So now, oh no, there's one more thing I need to set up before I can start playing lazy, or probably closer to the way it's supposed to be played. Because what I need is assemblers. I mean, I understand, but at the same time, if you don't want your voice out there, then I would do my best to not have it be an issue. Just because if I didn't want my voice out there, I'd hope the other people I would coordinate with would lend me the same courtesy. Even if it was out there by accident. Okay. Back to building this and getting oh so close to being ready to expand like a madman. Alright. I think I'll need at least 3. Nope, just 2. That's fine. Huh? You lost me, Foundation. What are you talking about? Just because I know I'll need them in the future. Might as well do that. And that. Oh, kind of like a Zentrea? Or something a little bit more, I want to say niche, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. Yes. Okay, I need to get... Where are... Oh no, are they behind a different research? Yes, they are. They're behind space science. Oh. Wait. When you say mute, like actual mute, or just doesn't speak out of preference, if that's the right way to put it, because I'm not sure anymore. Oh, okay. So because my curiosity is yelling at me, would you mind dropping her name in the Discord? Just because I would like to check her out. Okay, that's fair. On all counts. I need to up my green circuit production a lot. What am I looking for? I do have the personal thing. Batteries and gears. Okay, that's fair. But then I would need mech armor. Or modular armor, which I can do. Let's build myself some modular armor. Gears and batteries. Gears are good. Where are my batteries? That should be more than enough. Yes, it is. And I need power generator. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. All these are fair. I understand. I mean, realistically, that's a team of 4 right there. That's solid. Although I would imagine, at least for me, a little awkward meeting all the new people. Okay. Modular. Nope. That's what I'm looking for. Personal roboport. Good to go. I need to steal construction bots. And now I need solar panels. Damn it. Rabbit, good afternoon. Welcome back, Birdman. How are y'all doing? I mean, I could just grab... What does solar panels need? Steel circuits, copper. A lot of work coming in, or just work being work, Birdman? Queen of Hellsinger? Complete on the hardest setting, no doubt. Damn, okay. I don't know what game that is, but given that there's a title for it, it's got to be pretty good. That's fair. But hey, I mean, if it's busy, that means time's going by quick, right? Okay, what am I doing aside from losing my mind? Yeah. I could see that, Birdman. Wait, but aren't you a mechanic? What kind of stupid request do you get? Or do I dare ask that question? Because that sounds like it could be a very bad idea. Okay, power. I need to fix power. I need so many of these, and probably some more batteries. So I will siphon some steel. Siphon some batteries. Yeah, 2's good. Steel, advanced circuits, and copper. I need copper. lot of copper. And green circuits, of course. $6 meters. Oh, no, I'm not doing that to y'all. That's just rude. Although I am surprised she's not here asking for a go. And I need more steel. Rope ladders. I know. I have no doubt. Of course, with a straight face. Wouldn't be entertaining if there wasn't a straight face. And more steel. Okay, I'm still making solar. Yes. Ooh, so not really relevant to the conversation, but I did purchase a game recently. What is it called? Counterattack Uprising. It's quite fun if you're a fan of bullet hell games. And it has, I think, at least 4-player co-op. Alright, so I should have more than enough batteries. I am not looking for speed. Oh, no, 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 no. As many of those as you can. Oh, no. No. No CSGO. Hell no. I will not be joining that. I didn't even get a warning in my chat, so that was straight up Twitch saying no. I've never seen that before. That is impressive. Rage montage? What are you talking about, Birdman? I don't rage. I panic. Oh. Oh. Think I'm giving you guys too much ammunition to torment me with. That is fair. That is very fair. Alright, so I have power coming in. I'm about to just completely ruin all of this. This is gonna die. You are not wrong, Rabbit. Not wrong at all. Alright. There we go. As in, you are streaming or you are observing, Mossy? Why am I doing it this way? And this is why I wanted bots. I get to just stand here and let this do it. Oh, awesome. Depending on when you stream, I may be able to watch, or I'll just be playing with myself. As disturbing as that sounds, that's not what I meant. Yeah, it's all good. I almost continued in a way that would be bad, but... Oh, they don't have power. That's right. Because my batteries ran out because I didn't give them a full day to charge. So unfortunately... Oh no, they did charge. Okay. And I have 6 more. Okay, I need to get 3 more of those things. 2 more of those things. Ooh, and night vision. So 1 more of these things. What do I need? 1 solar panel. Can I build a solar panel? No, I need electronic circuits. Let's go get some circuits. So, about that, Foundation and myself are having a conversation earlier in the stream where Saturday might turn into a random day, whether it's Helldivers with y'all or any random game. So, probably here in a few, either this weekend or next weekend, I'll probably start going through those options. Granted, some of them, like the Total War Warhammer 3, has to wait until I can afford them. Because, oh dear God, am I terrified of the cost of those things sometimes. Oh, that's a 4x4. Okay, guess I won't be using night vision. Ugh. Give me the stone. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Yes, that too. Using Monday to set up a vote for the weekend's, the Saturday stream. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, that's about charge. What is asking for... I don't know. By his words, probably not for a few years. At least that's what he said. He could countermand me if he wants to, though. Oh man, I haven't been down here in a while. Okay, so all of that can go away. And the help is appreciated immensely. Oh, and I have logistic trash slots. Yes. Oh, oh, it's all coming together. Your summer? How is this going to make or break your summer? Or is this a work thing? Okay, copper vein is definitely making progress. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Oh, why did I suddenly lose power? Because I cut the one power pole. Oh, jeez, that's going to take forever. Can I mean, I think I have the blueprint to make that a little bit better. Yes, I do. Because I can do that, and then that. Upgrade. What the flip is what, Birdman? Enjoy Warhammer Foundation. What? What thing? You need more details than that, my friend. You talking all this stuff? Or all this stuff? Or just all of this stuff? Oh, so it's a minor configuration that I stole from somebody else, and it's the most compact... Sorry, the most miners in the smallest space for the fastest export of materials is the intent. Which, given that I'm trying to squeak some more out of here... Oh, okay. So, I'm sorry for the repeat, Mossy and Foundation. So, I've been streaming for about 3 hours, Burman. What I have done is this section up here and this section down here. Getting all of this set up and all of this set up just to get to where I am now with logistics and construction bots took me 3 hours. I'm apologizing for repeating myself and explaining like how much and how little I have made progress. Oh, Rabbit, I'm going to apologize because there is so much spaghetti of the belts and power and piping around here. I'm going to give you an aneurysm. Speaking of which, since I have all the logistic bots and everything available, I can actually go up here and finish all the constructions that are waiting for activation. Before I do that, because I need to focus. Oh, God, I really don't want to do this. Can I fit this? I technically could. Bring the iron down. Bring the rest of the copper down. Export more of the green circuits. Okay. And yeah, that all of this just to get more output, which I'll have to okay, I need to make city blocks for my resource production now because I'm going to run out. Yeah, that's true. And now that I have my bot network established / built / prepared, I can start doing a lot more, a lot faster. Which reminds me. Need to do this. Upgrade all of that. Nope, those are already upgraded. Upgrade all of that. Actually, I should just do that. No, I don't want greens. When did I start using greens? Right here. Okay. I'll upgrade all of that. Is that consistent with over here? No. Those are already upgraded. Okay. Yes, you did, Mossy. I was re-explaining my progress that I made in the game, showing like how little for how much time I've spent. Because Burman brought up that this game hurts the brain, and yes, this game can very definitely hurt the brain. Well, Crusader Kings is complicated. It's just a different style of complicated. Alright, that should unbreak everything. Well, okay, it's going to break everything. I'm out of factories. Okay. And I'm out of belts and all that, which is completely fine. Yeah. I am terrified if I ever tried to play that game. Just because I expect to get my everything stomped. And that needs to turn in. There we go. I need to go pick up all that copper. Oh, no, I'm not full. Why am I not picking up? Oh no. Hearts of Iron 4 hurt me in ways I don't know how to properly express. Okay. Oh, neither did I, and it still hurt me. Oh boy. I think that depends on what you internalize as fear. Oh, this feels so nice. I don't have to individually tap every single structure and every single arm. It is amazing. Yeah, that's very true, Burman. Yeah. What you got for us, Foundation? Alright, that doesn't need to be there. Okay. Rare passive provider chest, yes? Yes, they are. Okay, I need to go fix that. Alright. Now I have a problem. Well, okay, problem is a bit extreme, but now I have something I need to fix. So the part that I need to fix that I know is going to come through is that, one, my copper production can in no way... yeah, that's... I, I foresee problems in your future, Foundation. I need to increase my base resource production. Because iron's holding, barely. Copper is nowhere near high enough because I need about 4 times as much copper now. I could probably get away with 2 times as much, but it's the same conundrum at the end of the day. I'm just going to mark those for deconstruction, and I still have this entire vein I need to mine. How many red belt chests do I have? 50. Okay. Because I ran out of steel chests, which... crap. Alright, I need to get to space. What do I need to get to space? What is this? Logistics. Oh. Yep, okay. Good to know. Thank you. Okay, I need space science. To get space science, I need to build a rocket launch... Well, okay, hold on. Before I get lost in the list of things I need to do, I can delete that. Actually, hold on. Let me check something, because I think I actually do own one of the football managers. Okay, so it's not specifically a football manager, but I do own Lords of Football. Huh? What song you... Okay, 2 questions, Mossy. What song, and... and is it a game, or are you trying to play, or are you trying to sing? Yeah, so... I don't know what you're going to say to this, boss man, but I have 72 minutes in Lords of Football. Moustache Stellar Night. What is that? I have no idea what the song or the game, assuming it's a game, is. Burman, boss man. Sorry about that. But hey, it works either way at this point. All right, back to this. Do I really want to upgrade everything I can? Can I upgrade everything I can? It is a good nickname, I agree. Okay, that can technically get deleted because I did do it. Mustache. I mean, now I want to YouTube or Google it just to figure out what the heck we're talking about here. Okay, I will definitely look into that, Rabbit. It's probably going to be after the stream, which, to be fair, at this point is like an hour away, but yeah. Yeah, so I want to say I bought it because the advertisement for it reminded me of NFL Blitz, because they came out with a relatively newer game where you or like you as the character were a franchisee star player, or you were just the manager who happened to be very invested in the franchisee player. But it had the same kind of notations where, depending on choices you made or the character made, drugs, sex, gambling, addiction, debts, all of that will come in. I think it was Blitz the League that I'm talking about. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Okay. What do I need to do? Yeah. That's the one. Unfortunately for me, I think it's another one of those games where I technically own it and I can technically play it, but it never grabbed me enough to finish a playthrough. As to the why, I could not speak to. What am I looking for? Steel chests. Where do I have steel chests? Do I have steel chests? Probably not, but I have steel, so I can cheat a little. Yeah, Twitch probably would not have Yeah, I mean, realistically, all I would have to do to play it safe would just say 18 plus only, have the warnings for gore and everything else, and it'd probably be safe. Probably couldn't make much money, but safe to stream. YouTube would probably be the bigger place of potential contention. Okay. Alright. What am I doing? I'm going to go through every single place that is slotted as a provider and upgrade them. I'm not going to fight. Oh man, my uranium is full. Crap. Probably should have a pull off of those, but I'm not going to fight that just yet. This is all production into the bus. That's a provider, that's a provider, provider. There's my steel chests. I was looking for those. Rail car, engine car, fluid car, signals, rail line, concrete, turrets. That should be a requester chest, realistically, but I'm not going to find it right now. Radar, factories, repair, circuits, displays, combiners, alarm klaxons. Oh, red belts, underground, splitters. You talking Factorio Foundation? Burman? Or one of the Blitz games we were talking about? So things can go wrong. If things go wrong, it is 9 times out of 10 the user messing it up or an attack hitting your base. Because these red dots are technically an enemy, and I don't know why they haven't attacked yet. But as the red cloud of my pollution flies over their home, they absorb the pollution, it makes them angry, it makes them grow, it makes them mutate. And over time, they will send attack waves of biters to come and try and destroy everything that I have. Aside from that, if depending on how I set things up, because like over here... Yep, have a good one, Rabbit. I have red and green circuitries going. Oh yes, right now it's just machine guns, but I have built machine guns and walls everywhere I can, and there is plans to upgrade from just machine guns to machine guns and flamethrowers. And then later on, that upgrades to rocket launchers, and then further on from there, it is Tesla turrets. But that's still like 10, 20 hours away at the rate I'm going. Speaking of upgrades, I really do not want to do this, because this is going to just suck everything. I'm scared to make this upgrade, because it is just going to take way too much. Okay, that can stay here. You are correct. No balls. Because I have seen what happens. Oh, okay, it's not a I have seen what happens. It's more of, you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna show you why it's a no balls. So we'll start from here. And there. Oh, wait, no. That's right. I gotta build these. Okay, give me 5 minutes. Alright, gotta keep the orange together. And I really should not be doing this at night, but... well, I mean, okay, right there is proof. Once this one got laid down, everything within range suddenly is like, oh, we gotta build you now. And I need to get power to all these things. Power there. Okay, and another one. How deep can I put you? Can I put you down here? How about here? Nope. 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 That's just embarrassing, but it'll have to do because I need to finagle my way out of this mess. Okay, that's better. That will power that. That, I think, has power. And that should power that. Okay. Okay, so I just need to get... yeah, okay, so... the part that I am, I guess, whinging about is with all of these upgrades being requested, they will get done, especially by the logistics bot down, network down here, which I don't know why they're not... oh, because provider chests haven't been properly linked. Thought that was within range. Apparently I was wrong. And I need... Yeah, that's fair. It is definitely Davy Jones, Tentacle Face, Eldritch Horror kind of base. Nope. Never mind. No, I do not have a tattoo. It could be a great tattoo, that's for sure. What is going on here? Oh, and here we go. Long trail of bots, and there goes all the belts. Oh, that's right. I need a place for all the junk to go. I say junk, but it's just everything that is broken down gets put into storage. Which reminds me, do I really want to do that here? Why not? Do I have any more junk chests around here? I probably do. I just don't know exactly where they are. And I'm just going to start squeezing these in wherever I can. Okay, turn off pollution. I wish I could turn off those flashes. They hurt my eyeballs. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And I can put all this in my junk, and it will be taken away from me. Same with those. That. I can finally get a clean inventory. Not that. Okay, we're good. Where are we outside of... Where's the storage failure? I don't know. Okay, so yes, it is turning into mush, but it's also with all of these, with logistic bots and the networks that they bring, the scope of the game has gone from like a little bit of fun and something quasi-manageable to where even this footprint, as massive as it is now tiny and relatively irrelevant. And my brain is trying to reconcile the fact that I now have to expand my iron production to probably be four lanes of, I think it's like, 4 lanes of 15 furnaces on each side of a belt at minimum. Like, that's the floor of what my iron production can be. And my copper production also has to match that. Stone production can probably, well, yes. On top of that, for iron, I have to add another probably 8, or what is steel's? It's 5. So I need to have 5 more lines of iron production to produce one line of steel production. And like all this is just the factory getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and it just feels like a lot. I know it's doable and it's a matter of time investment and I'll be able to pull it off, but then it's also like severing all the connections here to allow this to get rebuilt and reconfigured and realigned, and it is just a lot, or at least it feels like a lot. And yeah, I know it's doable. I've done it before. I've done it many, many times. It's just a matter of knuckling down and doing it. And also using all the new technologies that I've unlocked and building their production lines. It's just fun, man. Like, as much as I'm sitting here complaining about my brain melting and complain about the raw scope of what is available in this game, it scratches an itch in the back of my head that is still fun and enjoyable, and something that, even though it breaks me, I can keep doing no matter what. And it's a very enticing / entertaining environment for my brain. It does. Now, granted, if I ever get to the point of finishing this game, I'll probably put it down for 2 or 3 years. But it's the same like kind of itch that I get from RimWorld and Project Zomboid, XCOM. It just feeds something, and I'm all for having that itch fed, even if it causes me pain and suffering. Alright, since you want to be... I will admit it was starting to get on my nerves. But then I can just focus my eyes somewhere else, and it's not as bad of a problem. And yeah, my bolts are gone. Okay. And plus, I can always just move the camera and get something else that is as harsh on the ears to listen to. Oh, but that reminds me, I need to start building my train logistics network. Because, you know, what good is a logistics network that doesn't also feed your entire mega base? Although I know I'm going to have problems here. Because I need to get it around the corners here and connected overall. Could probably slap that there and there as like a temporary solution. I can't easily clear that gap, but I think I could do this and this to have them connected. That, delete all of this. Okay, so this belt is done. You're getting power from elsewhere. All of that can go. That's fine. That's all quote unquote fine. I'm gonna agree with you, Burman, but what specifically do you mean? Only because I feel like there's a context that I want to confirm. Huh. I wonder why that's different. Is that just... Nope. Okay. You'd be surprised. Well, okay. I wish you all the luck, Mossy. Kick that song's ass. Yeah, I can agree to that. This game definitely has a particular subset of a human brain as its focus. Okay, inventory's as clean as I can make it. I mean, I think it's been in development for like near a decade, but it's also, this art style is specifically in the intent. Yeah. It definitely leans towards a retro vibe, yeah. Well, since I'm here, might as well do this. When was this game? I mean, do I really need to answer that question now? No. But I'm curious. Store page. Yeah. So, first release 2020. Really? That's it? Only 6 years? Okay, sorry. The Steam release date was 2020, and I want to say there was a huge alpha/beta time in between. No one. The train is completely automated. It gets told which station to go to and which hold station to go to, and it takes care of all the work on its own. Kind of like the bots. They... Yep. So in terms of like the lore of the game, you as the singular player, the guy walking around the screen, crash land on a planet. And the goal is to get off planet. Okay, I'm going to have to... I have confidence you could figure it out. 110% full confidence. Oh, God. Sorry. I have been hit by more trains than I want to admit. So just hearing the train rush by gave me a small heart attack. Awesome. Congratulations, Mossy. Happy to hear it. Oh, these networks aren't connected. Why aren't they connected? Because this isn't built. I can imagine. That needs power. Thanks for that, Burr, man. I hope you're proud, Birdman. You ripped a cough out of me. Oh, today's a good day. And there's my pooper, being her Becky Whittle self. Hi, Cooper. Hey, Cooper. How's my good girl? Huh? How's my good girl? I know. It's almost time. Oh, actually, it is time for walks, isn't it? Yeah, it's about that time. Give me a few minutes. Hmm? Or are you going to be impatient? Go lay down, please. Yeah. Good old Goofy Goober. All right. I don't know what to do. Sorry, my brain jumped to like, okay, so if I call it now, what do I need to plan out for next stream so I can not spend a half hour stumbling over my words? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I meant next week. That tells you exactly where my brain is right now. Wanting to dive back into this thing even though it's breaking me. Alright, I will consider that completed. I will move you probably over here. What are these? Oh, electric poles. I need to fix that. Right. Steam engines and boilers. That's going to be that. Okay, I'm missing that, but I probably need the production cycles to go through, don't I? Yeah, I need steel belts. Oh yeah, definitely. It's been a while. I don't know how good it's going to be for replay value, but I'm not against going back to The Walking Dead for Telltale. Not at all. Okay. What are we? Yes. I'm okay with this. And come over here for the electric ones. Yes, let's get those set up. What the? What suddenly got put into... Oh. Okay, engine production just... You know, now that I've done all this, how's my power doing? Holy shit. Okay. So, good news, I still have double capacity available. Oh my god, that's terrifying. I did not think I was consuming that much. Ooh, okay, good to know. Alright, back to the list for next week. What do I need to do? I mean, so there's two options technology-wise. I can make a push for space, which I have technical access to, which will, when I get to space, I can do the next stage in logistics systems, which will allow me to do requester chests, which will automate 90% of the factory's construction and resource management, so that part of it can go away. I think I will do that because that's kind of where my brain is leaning towards, because I want to get the requester chests. Okay, so that is what I will do. Where's my list? Actually, here's my list. All right, add a tag. Get to space. If anyone has played Red Alert, you know what's going through my head right now. Where's the rocket silo? Where is the rocket silo? Where is... I do not see the rocket silo. Is it in the space section? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Getting to space. That's going to take... I need to add another one. No, let's just make this easier. Uh-oh. What happened, Foundation? Better question, is it a good you're done with it, or a bad you're done with it? Okay, that's fair. Okie dokie. That's all working fine. That's all working fine. That's working fine enough. That's caught up. I'm surprised. Okay. Yeah, my factory is starved for copper right now. That's going to be my biggest hurdle. But I would assume one of their commanders has a spell for that, yes? At least I hope so, because if not, that's some BS. I do not have storage chests. Storage chests? Why is it asking for storage? Make it easy on myself. Yeah, that sucks if that's the case. Okay. This is your brain off crack. Okay, drop that. Drop the wood. Alright, have a good hell dive. And I think... Okay, so... Coal vein is... not gone. Almost gone. Iron vein is gone. Stone vein is getting there. Copper's going to be the biggest problem. So what do you want to do, Atrum? Honestly, as much as I know it's going to be a headache, expand out to here, because I can put massive iron and copper smelting facilities here put a wall around it and just call it a day. I think I will do that. Let's move that up here. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to call it here, folks. My brain has hit a stall line, and I'm doing too much planning for next week. So I appreciate everybody who has come out. And if y'all want, I will actually try to do a raid here. See if I can actually get this to work. I need to check on a few things, though. Who do I want to search for? Okay. Mossy is not currently streaming. And, ooh, okay, cool. So, I'm going to shunt you guys over to the streamer I found yesterday. She is currently streaming RimWorld. So, slash... Alright, raid bracket. Is it just the name? How do I... Hey, Mossy, I'm trying to type this out and I'm failing. How do I... Like, is it just raid and the name with no other details, or am I missing something? These brackets ain't doing it. Huh. Why is it not taking? Or is... No? Oh, why is this not working? Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to be difficult or stupid. It just... this is not... Okay, let's try it through Twitch itself. Nope, that didn't work. I'm trying to send y'all in a raid, and my brain is not computing properly. Oh, okay. Let's try this again. Oh, there. Okay, that might actually be... Alright, if this works, I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay. I will figure this out, and I'll stop making noises after. Alright. I hope you all have a good day. I'll see if this works. Invalid username. Are you kidding me? Okay. Add a space, hit the bit, and back. Okay. Apparently I can't rate her, so I hope you all have a good day. I will see you tomorrow. 0830 is my start time. Playing the Project Zomboid. I hope to see you all there, and if not, it's all good. Have a good one, y'all.